Good morning children. Welcome back to Social Studies tutorial. I hope you all are well at home. So students, in today's session we are going to talk about caste in politics. But before moving ahead, let's recall that what we have done in our last session. So I hope you recall that in our last session we have done about caste system which existed there in our society, and in early times that caste system was just based on the occupations performed by different people, and majorly there was four Varn system in our society. These were Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishyas and Shudras. So what exactly there was a superiority or inferiority complexion among the people on the basis of their occupational structure, because those who belonged to the caste which were used to serve to the others, so they were considered as the lower caste, whereas the other people were considered from the uh, upper caste. So students, what happened, like when there was the division in the caste, then there was a disintegration in the society, because there was the inferiority or superiority complexion which existed in our society. So what happened then, just for eliminating that caste system from the society, there was a great role of the social reformers like Jyotiba Phule, Ram Mohan Roy, Gandhi ji, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. That they brought some special policies and programs just to eliminate or weaken the caste system from the society. Then there was the socio-economic changes because of some factors like urbanization or increasing literacy or education rates, and the next one was occupational mobilization, in which we have learned that the people just stopped doing their hereditary jobs, and according to their calibers or the potentials, they just started performing the different jobs. So just because of this, there was the caste system weakened from our society. Then the next one was the constitutional protection also, that our constitution protected those minor community just caste or the lower caste people by having some of the provisions like the banning or banned the untouchability, or some other provisions were also there which protects the interest of lower caste. So in today's session, what we are going to learn, that is caste in politics, that how caste just comes into picture or in the era of politics. So students, just before learning this, you just recall communalism. In communalism, religion was the basis of the nation, and the people just perceived like they have different kind of prejudices or the stereotypes for the different religions, that there was the supremacy and they wanted to just have their dominance over the rest. So because of this, there was a creation of communalism. So similarly, we have to connect this communalism or the communalism with the caste system. So casteism also there, because in casteism, caste is the basis of that nation. So again, there are the prejudices that these are the like the upper caste people wanted to just have their dominance over the lower caste people. So because of this, there was a kind of disintegration of the society, and again there was the problem happened. So what happened, that now let's learn that how caste can take various forms in politics. So the role of the caste or the various forms of the caste in politics, that the people starts mustering support of a specific caste by giving special attention to a particular caste, like on the basis of composition of that constituency. So students, in your last grades, you have learnt about constituencies, that these are the areas like divided areas for the purpose of the smooth conduct of the elections. So what happens, that because here we are talking about in the context of politics, so we have to be very clear with that concept, that once there was the constituencies, so in those constituencies, that the leaders of those castes just started mustering support from those caste by giving special attention to that particular caste. So this was a kind of representative ticket distribution, because like you can also experience in these days that the whenever these constituencies have the dominance of a particular caste, then the what the leaders of those political parties just nominate the candidates who just contest in the election to only those persons who belongs to that particular community or the caste, so that they can easily get the votes and they can win the elections. Then the next is that these leader appeals to caste sentiments to muster supports. What exactly muster is? Just to collect the support. All the time they just appeals to the caste sentiments. For example, suppose if there is if there is a Rajput community, and so what exactly they appeals in the caste sentiments by giving the examples, or by setting up the examples or the ideals of Maharana Pratap. So here I do not mean to just consider any one of the caste. I'm just giving an example so that you can clear the concept. So please you just put your concentration on the concept clarity. Fine. Then what exactly there is? One person, one vote compelled the political leaders to muster political supports of the caste which were treated as inferior and low. So what happened, students, in your previous grades you have also learnt about the universal adult franchise, where we have learned that universal adult franchise refers to that system where all the people, those who have attained their 18 years of age, have the equal right to vote irrespective of their caste, creed, gender, religions, economic and social status. So somehow that universal adult franchise that strengthen the caste. Fine. Because of so these are the factors that the how that caste system can take the various forms in the politics. So students, this was the one dimension. We have the another dimension, that the caste in politics, because it is very far from the true. So let's understand the another dimension so that your concept will be very clear. Let's understand that concept. So students, let's learn the other dimension of the caste in politics, that though we have learned that how the leader of different caste just encourage or provoke the people just to cast their votes, or just getting the majority of their caste. But this is but there is one more dimension. So what exactly there is no parliamentary constituency. There is no parliamentary constituency having the majority of a particular caste. So no parliamentary constituency in the country has a clear majority of single caste. So because of which it cannot be happened. Then no party wins the votes of all the voter of caste or community. So students, what exactly happens, that there is a kind of vote bank. I believe you might have heard about this. So no, because what happens there is that the people belongs to the same caste, but still they have their political sentiments instead of their caste sentiments. So what exactly, when the people have their political sentiments, so they analyze and they just think before casting the votes. So it is not very mandatory that the party wins the votes of all the voters of that caste or community. Then the next is ruling parties, MPs and MLAs also lose the elections. So what happens in our country, because as it is a democratic country where people have their one vote, one value, one person, one vote, one value, that is a kind of universal adult franchise. So what, their voting preferences may change frequently. Because of this, the ruling parties, MPs and MLAs to lose elections. Then there are some other factors which also play in the which also play a role in caste in politics. So what exactly, the popularity of leader, that how popular the leader is, or the parties propaganda, that what kind of manifesto they have prepared. So these also affects in the caste in politics. So students, there is a question, an important question which may come before you. So what the question is,